Luxury watch brands spend millions on marketing to convince you their watches are worth 10 times more than competitors, but they're terrified when people actually compare specifications side by side. The uncomfortable truth is that many affordable watches now deliver the same quality, better technology, and superior features at fractions of luxury pricing when you ignore brand names. From Japanese innovation to micro-brand value, these 10 watches prove that luxury brands survive on marketing and prestige rather than actual superiority in watchmaking. Today, we're counting down the watches that luxury brands absolutely don't want you comparing to their overpriced offerings. Number 10. Citizen Promaster Diver BN015109L versus Rolex Submariner. The Citizen Promaster Diver delivers ISO-certified 200-meter dive watch capability at $280 compared to Rolex Submariner's $9,000 $15,000 pricing for essentially identical diving specifications. Both watches feature 200-meter water resistance with ISO certification, screw-down crowns, unidirectional bezels, and reliable movements that keep accurate time throughout daily wearing. The Citizen uses EcoDrive solar charging that runs indefinitely without maintenance, while the Rolex requires expensive servicing every 5 to 7 years costing $800 or $1,000 each time. The Promaster's highly luminous dial often glows brighter and longer than Submariner's Chromolite, providing superior underwater visibility during actual diving operations and nighttime use. Luxury brands don't want you realizing that ISO certification means both watches meet identical professional diving standards regardless of price differences or brand prestige. The Citizen costs 3% of the Submariner's price while delivering 95% of the functionality for actual diving use, making the price difference completely unjustifiable. Number 9. Seiko Presage Cocktail Time versus Omega de Ville. The Seiko Presage Cocktail Time delivers stunning multi-layered sunburst dial with automatic movement at $425 compared to Omega de Ville's $5,000 $8,000 for similar dress watch aesthetics. Both watches feature beautifully finished dials, automatic movements, date complications, and elegant proportions suitable for business and formal occasions throughout various events. The Cocktail Time's dial depth and visual interest often rivals or exceeds Omega's simpler dials, with multiple layers creating three-dimensional effects under different lighting. Both use reliable automatic movements with similar accuracy specifications and power reserves, making the mechanical experience essentially identical during daily wearing and ownership. Luxury brands panic when people compare these side by side because the dial quality difference doesn't justify paying 12 times more for the Omega. The Seiko costs less than 1 month's servicing on the Omega, yet delivers comparable visual impact and mechanical satisfaction during actual wearing and use. Watch enthusiasts admit in private that many Cocktail Time dials look more interesting than boring Omega de Ville dials that cost 10 times more. Number 8. Orient Kamasu versus Tudor Black Bay. The Orient Kamasu delivers ISO-certified dive watch with in-house automatic movement at $275 compared to Tudor Black Bay's $3,800 for similar vintage dive aesthetics. Both watches feature 200-meter water resistance, automatic movements, day-date complications, exhibition casebacks, and vintage-inspired dive watch designs throughout their styling. The Kamasu uses Orient's own in-house movement, showing they manufacture their own calibers just like Tudor, not buying movements from other companies. Both watches have similar accuracy specifications, comparable power reserves, and professional diving capability that meets international standards for recreational diving use. Luxury brands hate when people notice that Tudor charges 14 times more for essentially the same specifications with fancier marketing and brand positioning. The Orient costs less than Tudor's bracelet alone, yet delivers 90% of the functionality and aesthetic appeal during actual wearing and diving. Number 7. Casio Oceanus versus Grand Seiko Quartz. The Casio Oceanus delivers titanium construction with atomic timekeeping at $1,600 compared to Grand Seiko Quartz models costing $3,500 $4,500 for similar technology. Both watches feature titanium cases, sapphire crystals, high-accuracy quartz movements, and premium finishing appropriate for dress sport wearing in various professional environments. The Oceanus includes multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping that Grand Seiko Quartz models lack, actually making the Casio more technologically advanced than more expensive competition. Both use similar polishing techniques creating mirror surfaces, with the Oceanus using Salez polishing that rivals Grand Seiko's Zaratsu finishing methods visually. Luxury brands don't want comparisons because the Oceanus delivers superior technology and comparable finishing at half the price of Grand Seiko Quartz offerings. The Casio costs less, while actually providing better accuracy through atomic timekeeping that Grand Seiko Quartz models cannot match without that technology. Number 6. Grand Seiko Snowflake versus Rolex Datejust. The Grand Seiko Snowflake delivers spring drive technology with superior finishing at $5,800 compared to Rolex Datejust's $10,000, $15,000 for inferior mechanical movement. The Snowflake achieves 1 second per day accuracy that the Datejust cannot approach even with COSC chronometer certification and expensive regulation throughout servicing. The Zaratsu polishing on the Snowflake creates distortion-free mirror surfaces that honestly equal or exceed Rolex's finishing quality throughout case surfaces visually. The spring drive movement represents genuine innovation that Rolex cannot replicate at any price, while Datejust uses decades-old technology without meaningful advancement. Luxury brands panic when people realize Grand Seiko delivers objectively better technology and comparable finishing at half the Datejust's inflated pricing. The titanium Snowflake weighs less and provides superior comfort compared to heavy steel Datejust that causes wrist fatigue during extended wearing daily. Number 5. Seiko Alpinist versus Tudor Ranger. The Seiko Alpinist delivers adventure watch functionality with compass bezel at $700 compared to Tudor Ranger's $150 for similar field watch aesthetics and capabilities. Both watches feature 200-meter water resistance, automatic movements, robust construction, and designs suitable for outdoor adventures and everyday wearing throughout various activities. The Alpinist includes functional compass bezel, providing actual navigation utility that the Ranger's smooth bezel cannot replicate for wilderness use and orientation. Both use reliable automatic movements with similar power reserves and accuracy specifications, making the mechanical experience essentially identical during daily wearing and use. Luxury brands hate when people notice that Tudor charges 4.5 times more without providing proportionally better specifications or functionality. The Seiko costs significantly less while actually providing more useful features for actual outdoor adventures and wilderness activities through compass functionality. Number 4. Citizen EcoDrive 1 versus Piaget Altiplano. The Citizen EcoDrive 1 delivers ultra-thin solar watch at $2,800 compared to Piaget Altiplano's $20,000, $30,000 for similar thickness in manual wind mechanical movement. Both watches achieve impossibly thin profiles around 6 mm total thickness, representing the pinnacle of ultra-thin watch engineering from their respective manufacturers. The Citizen uses revolutionary 1 mm solar movement, while Piaget uses traditional ultra-thin mechanical movement, with both achieving similar visual elegance and refinement. The EcoDrive 1 requires zero maintenance and runs indefinitely with light exposure, while the Altiplano needs expensive servicing and daily manual winding. Luxury brands panic when people realize Citizen achieved comparable thinness with superior practicality at 1/10 the price of Swiss ultra-thin watches. The super titanium case on the Citizen provides vastly superior scratch resistance compared to Piaget's softer precious metals that show damage easily. Watch collectors privately admit paying 10 times more for Piaget mainly buys brand prestige rather than proportionally better quality or superior engineering. Number 3. Tudor Black Bay 58 versus Rolex Submariner. The Tudor Black Bay 58 delivers Rolex-adjacent quality with manufacture movement at $3,800 compared to Submariner's $9,000, $15,000 for similar dive watch specifications. Both watches feature 200-meter water resistance, COSC certified chronometer movements, similar build quality, and designs suitable for diving and daily wearing throughout use. The Black Bay 58's 39mm size actually fits better on most wrists than the Submariner's bulkier 41mm case that many find uncomfortably large. Both use manufacture movements with 70-hour power reserves and comparable accuracy, making the mechanical experience essentially identical during daily wearing and timekeeping. Rolex desperately doesn't want comparisons because Tudor, which they own, delivers such similar quality at 40% of the price without the waitlists. The Black Bay 58 is immediately available without dealer games, relationship building, or gray market premiums that plague Submariner purchasing throughout markets. Watch collectors admit the Black Bay 58 offers better value while Submariner mainly provides crown logo bragging rights worth $5,000, $11,000 apparently to buyers. Kids get this simply. Both watches dive to 200 meters and keep time perfectly, so why pay double for nearly identical functionality? Number 2. Grand Seiko SLGH05 versus Rolex Day-Date. The Grand Seiko SLG H05 White Birch delivers revolutionary high-beat movement with superior finishing at $9,800 compared to Day-Date's $36,000 $40,000 for basic movement. The Grand Seiko features innovative 9SA5 caliber with 80-hour power reserve through dual impulse escapement, while Day-Date uses decades-old technology without advancement. The Zaratsu polishing and hand beveling on the Grand Seiko honestly exceed Rolex's finishing quality throughout the case when examined under magnification closely. The textured dial on the White Birch shows artisanal craftsmanship that Day-Date's simple dials cannot match for visual interest and complexity. Luxury brands panic when people realize Grand Seiko delivers objectively superior movement technology and finishing at one-quarter the Day-Date's absurd pricing. The Grand Seiko costs less than the Day-Date's gold content, yet provides better watchmaking and innovation that Rolex hasn't achieved in decades. Watch experts privately admit the Grand Seiko represents superior horological achievement, while Day-Date mainly offers precious metal and outdated prestige from past reputation. Number 1. Seiko 5 Sports vs. Omega Seamaster. The Seiko 5 Sports delivers automatic dive watch aesthetics at $295 compared to Omega Seamaster's $5,000 $6,000 for professional dive watch specifications and branding. Both watches feature automatic movements, rotating bezels, luminous dials, and designs inspired by professional diving watches suitable for water activities and daily wear. The Seiko provides 100-meter water resistance adequate for swimming and snorkeling, while Omega offers 300 meters for professional diving most owners never actually do. Both use reliable automatic movements that wind themselves during wearing, though Omega's coaxial escapement provides longer service intervals between expensive maintenance periods. Luxury brands absolutely hate this comparison because it exposes how much of Seamaster's price comes from marketing rather than proportionally better specifications. The Seiko costs 6% of the Seamaster's price while delivering 80% of the functionality and similar visual impact during actual wearing throughout daily life. Watch collectors quietly admit buying multiple Seiko 5 Sports in different colors costs less than one Seamaster while providing more versatility and fun.